Hi guys, and welcome back to another exciting floristry tutorial. Today is going to be a little bit different because I'm going to be teaching you how to make a traditional bouquet. Now this is the sort of style that I use as a beginner florist, and this is the easiest way that I practice my bouquets. So it's going to be a little bit different from our usual focal flower first and then spiral, and it's going to be a lot different from our usual modern style bouquets that I always show on this channel. So the flowers that we're going to be using are 10 stems of leather leaf, 3 sunflowers, 1 lily, 3 brassica, 1 stem of spray rose and 3 stems of chrysanthemums. Now, I never use chrysanthemums in a bouquet, so this is going to be a little bit of a different one for you. So anyway, shall we dive straight in? So I'm going to begin with my leather leaf. Now, it's just like any other sort of like spiraling technique with your flowers, but you're going to do them with the foliage only. Okay, so I've got 10 stems of leather leaf here, and all I want to do is make that sort of spiral shape as we always do, but just with the foliage only. So, just spiraling the bouquet, making it that lovely round shape. Remember, our hand is always on the stems here, not up here, grabbing them so they're squished. They're all the way down. So when you saw that I grabbed them when they were squished, a bit fell off, so don't do that. Okay, then we're just going to continue doing that all the way around, making sure they are all nicely distributed, putting them in at the same angle and twisting. Now you can titivate as you're going along because that one doesn't want to go the right way. So it's looking like this so far. Then I've just got a couple more. So here we have essentially made a foliage vase for our flowers to sit in. So I found this really easy because when you're putting the flowers in, they stay in place. So I'm going to start off with my focal flower, which is the lily, and I'm just going to feed it directly into the middle of the bouquet like this. Okay, then I'm going to get my other focal flower, which is the spray rose. So we are going to be working in odd numbers, just like any sort of traditional bouquet. Okay, so we've got 1 lily and 1 rose right in the centre. So that's our focal flowers and our focal point. Then I'm going to get my sunflower. I'm going to go in at the sides like this, and then twist, and then evenly distribute them around the bouquet. Okay, so really entwining them into the foliage. So our bouquet is looking like this so far. So as you can see, it's making the triangle with the sunflowers. Okay, so it's just like the golden rule of floristry. Then in between those flowers, we want to go in with our brassica. So I'm going to put 1 brassica in between those sunflowers, another brassica in between those 2 flowers, and then another brassica between these 2 flowers here. Okay, so as you can see, they're all in a triangle. Then with the other gaps that you can see, and just behind the brassica, we are then going to go in with our chrysanthemums to edge the bouquet. Okay, so I can see that there's a gap there. So we really want the brassica, the sunflower, then the chrysanthemum, the brassica, the sunflower, and then our chrysanthemum into the gap. Okay, then we have another brassica, another sunflower. You can just take the units off that you don't need to use on the chrysanthemum as well. And then I'm going to put it into that gap there. Okay, and then this is how your bouquet is looking. And how quick and simple was that? Now we just need to wrap her. Here's a close-up of her. Okay, so a lovely, visually pleasing traditional bouquet. Now where our hand is, this is the binding point. And we're going to grab our raffia, go to the centre, then I'm going to get my index finger and clip the raffia in place. I'm going to turn the bouquet upside down and then just go around a couple of times. Then I just simply put it on the table and then tie it with a couple of knots. Grab my ribbon scissors or normal scissors. And that's her nice and tied at the binding point. Now, because this is a hand-tied bouquet and not an aqua pack, we're just going to wrap the stems. So I've got a roll of cellophane here, but you can use craft paper as well if you're looking for more of a rustic sort of feel. So this is just my cellophane from the wholesalers. And all we need to do is cut 3 rectangles out at a 16-inch width, okay? So work out what 16 inches is with your tape measure, but I already know what 16 inches is, so I'm just going to cut them for you for tutorial purposes. Okay, so 1, 2, and then 3. Okie dokie. Then what I like to do, I'm just going to separate them out. And then you just fold them to the left at an angle. And then do a deep crease. And then they should be looking like this. So it's got 4 peaks on them. Then we just need to do that with the other 2. And then you just want to go to the centre of your cellophane and cut a square, a rectangle, a semicircle out. Then we need our sellotape. And then I'm going to grab my bouquet and wrap her. So here she is. I'll put the cellophane near you so you can see. So I've got the binding point here and I'm just going to rest the binding point just above the top of the crease of where we cut it out. Just make sure you're not going to squish any flowers. Then I'm going to get this side of the cellophane and this side of the cellophane. Fold them a little bit, like so. Grab a little bit of sellotape and then secure it. Then we want to turn her on a side and then do exactly the same. And then the exact opposite side, we're going to do it again. Flippin'-tastic. Then we just need to make this more visually pleasing, so we're going to put a bow here. So this is the original way that I actually did my bows when I first started my floristry career. So we used to do raffia bows. So we get 2 sort of handfuls of raffia. I'm going to put that one to the side, grab this piece of raffia at the centre, and then you can just do folds like this in figures of 8. Okay, then we get the top of the bow here and the bow shape. It's a bit like trust the process. Then we get our second handful and then we just tie it at the middle. Make a couple of knots. Like so. Okay, and then we'll grab our bouquet again at the binding point. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to get a couple of sections from the back here. So just 2 little sections like this. I'm going to go to the binding point and then just tie the bow on, flip it over, and then these 2 little sections here, I'm just going to tie a couple of times. Like so. Cut the excess from the back and then go to the front, and then we can sort of titubate these bits to make them look nice. So I'm just going to cut them down to about there, and then all the excess we just cut as well. And then here she is, all wrapped and lovely with her bow. Now you do want to trim the bottom of the stems so they look nice and neat. So I'm just going to get my floristry scissors here. Just make sure you're cutting them at the 45-degree angle. All nice and level. like so. Gorgeous. And then just remember to put your care cards in there, the gift message, and your business card as well, and if you've got any branding stickers. And here she is. So that was a nice easy tutorial on how to do a traditional bouquet, and I haven't done one of these in ages, so it's been quite exciting for myself. And I hope this video was super duper helpful. If it was, please like, comment and subscribe if you like to watch videos just like this. We've got 100 videos on our YouTube channel at the moment, and we hope to see you in the next one.